Fallout. I think it'll be fine. So, welcome back, everybody, to Fallout 3. Of course, we cleared out Great Itch last time, but we're going to be doing the full Explorer of Great Itch. If we're lucky, after Great Itch, we'll be moving to Minefield, because I want to have as much experience and a few levels under my belt before I start doing all the quests in Megaton. So, we'll see where we are after that. As for the stream itself, I have no idea if we're even going to... What are you doing, Streamlabs? Alright, Streamlabs, that was weird. Anyway, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to do a full stream of what, hour and a half. Because I am currently finding a very nasty stomach bug. And, I am constantly running to the bathroom or dry heaving. So, this will be fun! Okay. And of course, since I have to announce these things beforehand because of the St. Jude stuff, wouldn't you know it that they're now doing maintenance outside of my window.
Stupid monsters. Can't get me in.
Ah, crap. I may need to nerf this gun. This is the one we got in the water tower. And it may be a tad overpowered.
Come on, tell me already.
Yeah, nothing new.
Be careful. Now I know what a TV dinner feels like.
Nothing over here. You probably ate everything, right? That makes the most logical sense. You're trying to survive. Anything over here? Nope, beyond me. Let's do this methodically. Because now our goal is to explore all of the quote-unquote interiors. Alright, nothing in here. Just one of you. Just the one of you. No, there's more. Where? That fire ant nectar will be useful. That's for sure. Gotta love construction. No, nothing here. Jump up, get over here. I don't like that. Where are they coming from? Up. You're all down there, aren't you? There you are. I see ya. There's the metro. Lots of very similar buildings. Yeah, so let's see. Abandoned Home 1, Abandoned Home 2, Brandis's house, his friend, the Wilkes house, and the recently built shack. Yeah, that seems like the most logical course of action. And then there's the Marigold Station, right. Let's turn off the light. Let's sneak, because who knows if it's going to be overrun by ants or not. Yes.
Now listening that
I know there's some creepy crawlies in here. I can hear you. Gotta be upstairs. Yeah, my stuff's better. But it could be useful later on. If nothing else, it's something I can sell. I'm not going to let these ants destroy what little knowledge is left in these books. I've already destroyed everything else in this place. Definitely not letting them destroy whatever little knowledge can be gleaned from those books. Well, there's definitely ants here. Yes, let's sleep in the ant-infested house. I know you're in here, ants. I can hear you skittering about. I am not paranoid. Yet. Honestly, if the shit was out here in the wasteland, I might take up smoking. I tell you what it is time for. Some liquid courage. Oh, I'm addicted to beer again. I'm not surprised. You know, I might have done the same thing if I was in a town that would seem pretty peaceful and was overrun by fire ants. I have restocked my ammo and supplies, but I just got over 90 bullets left. Someone was afraid of people finding out about their chem addiction. So really, who am I to complain? Yeah, I can have a snack. Yeah, Brandis' house. Okay. The heck was that? Maybe there's an iBot nearby and getting a bit of its signal. Where is your radio? There it is. And what do we got here? Footlocker hard, suitcase, This is way too quiet. And I can't even get close to those, even if I were to use chems and whatnot, could I? Yeah, no. And 50, right? 25, no. A little bit of science, I think I can do that. I just need to dress for the occasion. So it seems like N might be the shared letter. Earned. E-A-R-N-N-E-D? Donned? Failed? Buried. I finally found a quiet place for my family. We've been running from one settlement to the next, just trying to keep out of sight. Now that I'm on the other coast, I feel much safer. The family across the way from us seems pretty decent. Their kid, Brian, likes to play with my son, which is great. It's hard for Will to make friends because we haven't stayed in one place for long enough. Maybe we can finally put down some roots here in Grey Ditch. I was scavenging some of the nearby buildings for junk to sell and came across a working radio. No sooner did I turn it on than I heard the familiar patriotic anthems that we used to play whenever Richardson would give a speech. But this was different. Who the hell is President Eden? When did that happen? Are they on this coast too? Most importantly, will they come looking for me? I hope this journey wasn't a huge mistake. Some scientist named Lesko moved in with the Wilkes family across the street. They are helping it make some sort of structure on the old lot near the diner. Lesko offered to pay me caps if I helped, but I declined. I don't know who he's working for, but I don't think they're still looking for me. Our supplies are running low, and I need to begin foraging for food and some better drinking water. I'd have an easier time if it wasn't for the damn ants. I swear they have a nest around here somewhere. These ants are becoming a real pain in the ass, so much so that I had to take a trip to Megaton and buy a better gun to protect my family. It cost me a small fortune. I had to trade every bit of ant meat I had collected, but it was worth it. I'm teaching Frank and Sheila to use it just in case something happens to me. When you two are reading this and I'm gone, I keep the gun in the kitchen behind the old fridge. Ooh. I'm going to have to find a better way to protect Sheila and Will from those ants. Ever since Lesko came to town, I'm certain they're getting more and more aggressive. Wasteland ants are bad enough, but at least you can run away from them. These would pursue you to the ends of the earth if they could. Call me crazy, but I swear I saw one start a fire the other day. I don't even know how this could be happening. I decided to dig up my old sidearm and keep it hidden from me at all times. If these things get too close, I'll blast the antenna right off of their ugly heads. Can't believe I went through all that trouble to leave Navarro and make my way across the country just to get stuck in this shithole. I'll be damned if I'm going to die here. Now that we're cut off from Lesko and Wilkes, I think we're on our own. The damn ants keep trying to find a way to get inside the house. Even though I'm typing this, I can hear them scraping the walls looking for a way through. I don't know how much longer we can last. the regular combat armor first. What exactly is beer withdrawal? Charisma and agility. Honestly, not my biggest concern right now. Yeah, 32. Not the greatest in the world, but... I need to do some repairing, don't I? Repairing and general maintenance. Mostly weapons I picked up, I believe. Yeah, okay. Do it right, though. Actually, lockpick plus 5. That's not going to be enough, is it? No, I would need another 11 points. Yeah, I don't have anything to give me for bonus. Well, do I? Maybe. I wonder. I don't think I have anything to give me bonus perception. Yeah, why not? Ah, that could do it. Plus 5. Mentat might be an idea. Yeah, look at that. Then we go over here. Just one shy. Ah, ooh. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything that can increase by just 1 point. Do I have anything at all that might make that a possibility? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Still over encumbered though. But yeah, that looks like that's 75, not 50. Nope, so. But maybe that little jolt of intelligence will give me some bonuses to the other houses we're investigating. Yeah, it's right across from us, isn't it? Brandis's house, Spoke's house, recently built shack. Well, I mean, I think that answers the question of what happened to Brian's dad. The assault rifle might actually be useful. I will not take his father's clothes. That seems a bit extreme, even for me. Get around the edge here. Grab everything that isn't nailed down. The question then becomes, are there any more ants hiding about in here? Gonna be the kid's bed. The shack. The shack that smiles back.
This could be the 5th time I've forgotten the code to my desktop terminal. I really must learn to be more organized.
He really does.
The password for my terminal is Formicida. How hard could that be for me to remember? Note to self. Destroy this holotape as soon as move to new lab is complete.
I mean, really, from mess aside, how hard is that to remember? He really is an absent-minded professor, isn't he? If you can't remember that simple password. I realize the dangers involved with tampering with nature. I've heard the rhetoric and the hoopla about playing God, however. I am determined to reduce these poor things back to their original state when they were harmless. Only through genetic recoding is this possible. All that is needed for a proper test subject, and my search continues as I tweak the formula. Sample location discovered! I found the perfect specimen for my experiments inside of Marigold Station. I've set up shop underground for now while I prepare for the experiment. All I need is a bit of last-minute programming on my robot, and it will be ready to perform the delicate injections. Soon I will prove to everyone that my formula is a viable alternative to the destruction of these misunderstood beings. Where did I go wrong? Batch A27 is a complete failure. I must return to my original formulas and begin the process all over again. Perhaps the pressure of working in these conditions without proper laboratory equipment is to blame. Perhaps I simply didn't splice the correct genetic instructions, or perhaps I am fatigued. Whatever the case may be, A27 is proving to be a disaster. I must introduce a new formula soon, or I may not be alive to see my hypothesis come to fruition. Well, I guess we should see if Brian has any comments.
It's kind of hard to breathe in this thing. Come on, tell me.
I think I've got some bad news for you.
Oh no. What happened?
Sorry, kid. Your old man's Zan food.
You know what you are? You're a big asshole. That's right, an asshole. My papa said never to say that word, but you deserve it. Now what am I going to do? My papa's dead. Poor papa.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stop whatever started this. I promise you that.
You've got to stop it, so this can't happen to anyone else's family ever again. I wish I had met you a long time ago. And then maybe my dad would still be alive. Thanks for doing all this. I'm feeling better now that you're here. It used to be... There were 7 of... Alright. If you look around enough in Greyditch, you might find some useful stuff.
Well, I guess Marigold's the next stop, isn't it? Now, I am carrying way too much stuff, which is true. But when we get closer to Marigold, I'm going to try dumping some of it nearby. Because granted, while I don't want to be moving quickly while dealing with fire ants, I want to have the option available to me. Now, how close am I to Marigold? I am heading in the opposite direction? No, Marigold's down that way. I'm heading the right direction. There's the Washington Monument. Surprising you can see it from here. I guess maybe not that surprising. We're technically not that far from DC. Technically. Now, do I want to go in stealthy or with my big iron drawn? I'm going to go in with my big iron drawn. Come on. Where are you guys? I know there's just more than the one. Who else? I know I'm not alone. Where are the rest of you? Really don't want to get surrounded. I know there's more in there, but I'm worried about the ones down there. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Yeah, I knew you guys were coming. Mines. Something I definitely have been looking for. Well, I do have something to shove stuff into, so try it again. Yeah, it's all the books I collected, isn't it? That's what's always going to get me over my encumbrance. Books and tin cans. There's nothing else really. Wait, you know what? Actually, barter. I'm not really going to be bartering with anyone. Do I want to have radiation protection down here? Probably not. And then everything else is stuff I can work. Well, not going to need the missile launcher down here. That seems like a much better state to be in. I'm gonna pick that stuff up before I leave. That said, though, let's tinker with the equipment and see if we can't make things a little bit more compact. Lots of frag mines, which will definitely be useful. That, I do want to favor it. Already had it favorited. Put on the proper armor. So my combat armor is taking quite a beating, isn't it? But that's much better. Do I want to go down that way or the more direct route? That does remind me. Yeah, I can hang on to the enemy. It's not that big of a weight issue. Grady's last recording.
If you're listening to this tape, and my brains are splattered all over a wall somewhere, and you've got a job to do, you need to retrieve the package and get it safely to Ronald Lauren and Girder Shade. Tell him Grady sent you. To get the package, you'll need the key. I've stashed it inside an old fire hose case in some maintenance closet at Marigold Metro Station. The key will unlock the safe that contains the package. Look for the room marked by a spinning light. You can't miss it. Good luck. And hopefully, they won't find you too.
I don't know. Do I want to explore this area or the other one? I'm going to try the other one. I don't know if I was twigging back through here again anyway. Don't need that many. I hear him. A lot of lawnmowers down here, oddly. Now we know Doc Lesko's down here, so he's a doctor. If we can get an idea of where he is, we might want to dress to impress. Is this just where I was before, only lower? It might be. Yep. Exactly where I was before. So then the question becomes, which way do I go? Well, that one's definitely not going anywhere. And is this one blocked off? Yep. The train car is snowed in, or trashed in, whatever you want to call it. So then, 2 routes, 2 tracks. Does my Pip-Boy have any view of how deep these go? Doesn't really look like it. Came through there. Yeah, I hear him. I hear you skittering about. But where are you skittering about from? It's just gonna loop me back around to the main entrance. Yeah, looks like it. We can't go deeper that way. We can go that way. Can we? Is there anything in here we can do? No. Doesn't look like it. And ooh, first aid box. Is this just going to take me out somewhere else into the wasteland? Yes, I think so. That seems to be the other side of that train. And this appears just head back out into the wasteland. Okay. We're getting a feel for this place. That must be the package that Grady was talking about. Is this? Counting on you, Pip-Boy. Oh, this is a completely new area. Well, we know we need lockpick to get into that safe, so let's put a few points into that. We've definitely been talking with people quite a bit. We've done minor sneaking. Definitely been using the small guns more. You don't need lockpick that high. But we should definitely be putting points into repair, because we have been doing repair. So yes, those are the things we've been doing. We've been lockpicking, we've been repairing, we've been using the small guns, we've been sneaking very minorly, and we've been talking to people. Now, where are you? Definitely need to pick that up at some point. Now we kind of have to take comprehension, but I'm trying to see where the special perk I was telling you guys about is. I'm not seeing 50-foot woman in here, even in the unavailable perks. So I might have to look at that mod and see if that's bugged out, or if I've overlooked something, but it should be here. None of those. I'll have to double check the perk to make sure I've hit all the requirements for it, but it should be showing up. There it is. Requires rank 4, rank 1. Ah, you probably have to take Black Widow. Alright, so we can't get that right away in order to deal with the threat, because I need Black Widow first. So then, with that said, we need the one that's going to allow me to get the most out of my skill books. Comprehension. And with comprehension in the bank, it's time to finally use those skill books. Do some additional bits of training. And now we are in much better shape. Much better shape. To take on whatever the Commonwealth decide, whatever the Wasteland decides to throw at us. Yes, I caught myself. Edison +5 isn't a bad option. So we saw Grady's package by the big flashing light. Now there's Falls Church. There's Grady's package there. Looks like I can keep going this way. So let's fall back, see what we overlooked here. Can't go further up this way, can we? No, this is blocked off. For some reason, I keep thinking that we can go that way, but no. But there is a side route we haven't explored. We need to loop back around. But that said, what can we see on this side of things? Well, nothing, because that's blocked off. And we can't go through the subway cars. Okay. Yeah, so we've got that side route, which does go to something. Yeah, we can't actually go here. I can hear you, ants. That just takes us back to where we came. It's the throughway of the metro. I can see the gas. I don't know why I can't set it off. Ah, that's gotta be Grady's key. There's the key. That's going to join back around to the main route. Knew it was best to get out of that area. Careful. These ants are wily. Ah, so was that? No, that is a separate intersection. Takes us to this road, this route. Ah, so it takes us out to here. Okay. So that's how all of this circles back around on itself. Well, the doctor ain't anywhere else, so the doctor gotta be here. So, let's dress for success. He is a doctor, so I'm thinking science. Do I have anything that can make me look a little bit more sciencey? I put the glasses away, didn't I? Yeah, let's try and be able to talk to him on his own level. So some mentats. Let's make sure we are not. So I guess, yeah, okay. We'll drink a beer. So we're thinking clearest, which is odd, but yeah, sometimes when you've got a problem.
Phil, you startled me. You really mustn't creep up on people like that.
I mean, I took time, I put on my light. Wait a second, you're that egghead, aren't you? The scientist the kid was talking about.
Well, yes, I suppose I am. Dr. Weston Lesko's my name, and it's good to make your acquaintance. What brings you to my little experimental ecosystem?
Experiments? What are you going on about?
My experiments are of a complex nature and would take a scientist to explain. Oh, wait! I'm a scientist! How marvelous! My foray into reducing the girth of these insectoid creatures is of utmost importance. I intend to generationally reduce their immense stature by way of a pre-birth induced mutagen. Isn't that clever?
So you're trying to make them smaller over time by injecting the eggs.
My word, you understand perfectly. How marvelous!
It's the Mentats. Are you aware that they now breathe fire?
Well, this is rather embarrassing, so you'll have to forgive me, but it appears that I've made a slight miscalculation in my mutagen samples. Instead of lowering the size of the ants, the brood hatched and developed a new biomechanism. I call their genetic aberration pyrosis, the ability to emit flame from their bodies. I may be able to correct this error, but I can't get near my equipment.
I'm shocked you didn't attempt this in a controlled environment first.
Your knowledge of experimental procedure surprises me.
My dad is
Indeed,
Liam
I
Neeson.
have skipped a step and directly modified an entire brood. Perhaps I was too hasty. I was so certain it would work. To correct this mistake, I'll need to get to my terminal to modify the mutagen.
So what exactly do you need?
My portable terminal is set up in the hatchery chamber near the Ant Queen. If I can reach it, I can continue to work on improving the mutagen.
If the Queen's your concern, deal with her directly.
If she were harmed in any way, months of data would be lost. Your objective would be to eliminate what I call her quintet of nest guardians. Filthy little abominations.
And this will stop the fire ants?
No, it should all wrap up rather nicely. I've rigged my equipment at my portable terminal to emit what I call an inhibitor pulse. Once I send this pulse, all of the remaining ants will lose their empathic link with the Queen and frenzy, destroying each other in the process. So, that's all there is to it. What do you say?
This is a hefty task, Doc. I'm gonna need some serious incentive.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Science must learn to acquiesce to your standards in order to advance itself. I was merely going to offer up one of my mutagenic bioenhancers, but I suppose I could up the ante. I will also award you with my old lab coat. It served me well over the years, and you may find it useful for your own experiments.
Mutagenic bio, what's in my hadget?
I've managed to isolate some of the fire ant genes and distill them into human-safe genetic enhancers. I can inject you with one of these formulas, and you'll find yourself with either enhanced strength or enhanced perception. Not only that, but you'll be somewhat more resistant to fire. How marvelous!
Let me... I just gotta take out the guardian ants, right? Alright.
You
I'm in.
will? How marvelous! Be careful, my friend. The nest guardians can be quite tenacious.
What else can you tell me about the fire ants?
Well, the mutagen has enhanced their fortitude and provided them with what I call pyrosis, the ability to emit flame biologically. They're quite radiation-free, however. Well, as radiation-free as any other mutated creature in the wasteland.
Well, anything special hurt the ants?
I'm afraid they are not susceptible to anything I can think of that wouldn't harm the garden variety giant ant. Just aim for their antennae if you can. It will confuse them quite a bit.
So how can they breathe fire?
The stimulation of the subject's evolutionary trigger by the mutagen caused a biodefensive reaction metamorphosing the ant's venom glands. This process caused unexpected oscillations in the venom molecules at such a vast rate it produces a thermodynamic biochemical reaction. As the subject ejects the volatile solution, it becomes conflagrant due to new structures in its maw. I call it calefaction array. Amazing, isn't it?
It actually kind of is, not gonna lie. So, how'd you go from changing their size to breathing fire?
Playing with genetic codes isn't simple. Do you realize one tiny tweak at any point in the last million years could have completely changed us? Going from attempting to change their size to generating their pyrosis ability is no surprise at all.
Let me ask you something else.
Yes?
Do you know about Brian Wilkes?
Far too curious. His incessant questioning would often come when I was the most absorbed with my calculations.
So, Brian's kind of responsible.
He had no regard for the importance of my work.
You should at least tell him you're alive. He thought he was alone.
I can't risk leaving this place. I have to continue monitoring the hatchery for any further mutations in the next brood. I have no time for children and their petty games. What do they know about the importance of my work?
You do realize you've ruined his entire life.
You have your ideals and I have mine. I'm down here to complete my experiments at any cost. If that means the loss of a few lives to save generations
Okay, now I don't
of
like him
lives
anymore.
in the future, it's a small price to pay.
Can't you take responsibility at least for his father's death?
All scientists take responsibility for their failures because it comes with the territory. I will take this experimentation to completion without roosting on the moral high ground. If I allow emotions to enter the mix, all this time and energy spent will have been for nothing.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
So, about your experiments.
Oh my, yes, they're quite marvelous. There are many that say it can't be done, but I'll prove them wrong.
So, how exactly can I destroy the mutagen?
Destroy? Oh, no, no, no! You mustn't do that. It's my life's work. Just clear me a path to my equipment and I'll do the rest when you tell me it's safe.
And the goal?
By introducing my mutagen directly into an ant egg, I hope to reduce the size of the adults. This is a generational system, meaning it will take quite a few broods before the ants are at their destination size. In the end, I hope to make them as small as they were over 200 years ago. Yes?
Alright.
Finally, a chance.
You know, you may be a scientist, but you're also a psychopath. So, anything that isn't nailed down, I'm taking. You don't deserve it.
I could answer a few more queries.
Yes, I'm taking your noodles too. And your tin cans, your bent tin cans, everything that isn't nailed down, I am taking. Because you're a psychopath. You know that, Lesko? I mean, your goal is noble, but the life you've ruined. Especially considering I'm doing all the hard work, let's go. I'm not changing in front of him. Now, back into the regular armor. Actually, no, before we do that... let's repair what we can repair. Ooh, wait a second. I do have a silenced 10mm now, don't I? Come on, just get... Oops, still can't do it yet. Alright. And nothing with that, nothing with that. And that just leaves the prototype. Well, what's going to be my best option? I need something with range, right? The mag shot's decent, but the range, not so much. Bessie should give me better range, and damage is about the same. And almost forgot to put my regular armor on. I do love the fact that Lesko has built an entire door and frame to block off the ant's nest. There's just something hilarious about that. They spent all the time building this. Yeah, let's be honest. If I can't see that well, but I need my Pip-Boy light, I ain't sneaking up on anybody. Nope, need a regular gun. Yep. Still not that good with large weapons, am I? Maybe I actually can sneak up on him. Let's try. Get a better idea of the state of things, shall we? Well, he said there was 5 Nest Guardians, right? We took out 1. Can I actually sneak the other ones? Two down. Three to go. Is that 2 of them? Yeah. I think I made one go crazy. He took out the other one. Ah, it's not bad. Yeah, I took out 2 of them. I took out 2 or 3. No, just 2. So there should just be 1 more left. I do want to check out his terminal. Whether or not I'll be able to do that without drawing the attention of the Queen is another thing, but I'm going to try. Which obviously means turning off the light. Put away my weapons. I'll move slightly faster. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. I mean, you can't get to me. I sneaking past her? I see the book. Don't think I can get anything else. I can get the book. I can't get any closer than that. One last try. Nope. If I wasn't over encumbered, I could probably go in and grab all that stuff, but not right now. Maybe some other time we'll come back through here and see if we can out bait and switch the queen. I don't think that's happening right now. I suppose that if we are going to meet back up with Lesko, we should put back on the lab uniform. I just hope we don't run into more ants on the way back out. And we're definitely not making it to Minefield in this episode. This episode's already running twice as long as it should. But I kind of wanted to complete the task. Instead of being like, oh yeah, well, we've gotten into the Marigold Station, but we can't complete it. Alright, you mad psychopath.
I've detected some changes within the Queen's hatchery with my equipment. What's transpired?
My work is done.
Oh, how marvelous. Please, tell me what happened. Come now, the faster you tell me, the faster I can provide promised payment for your services.
Yeah, I killed the Nest Guardians.
Then I will proceed to my portable terminal at once and make the necessary changes to the formula. Thanks very much for everything. You've been quite a useful lab assistant.
I'm ready for my enhancer and the lab coat.
How marvelous. Here is the promised lab coat. I'm certain you'll find it quite useful. Which injection did you want? Will it be the ant site or ant mite?
You know, honestly, considering I still prefer getting up close and personal, and might.
How marvelous. Ant mite it is. Hold still, please. Yes, what did you need?
What do we do about Brian Wilkes?
You should take him away from this place. Find him a home. It would be difficult to accomplish my experiments with him scampering about and asking an interminable amount of questions. Yes?
So what you gonna do now?
Well, I will continue my research. There has to be a way to reduce these creatures to their former size. Until then, I will be staying in my shack next to the Wilkes' home should you ever wish to visit me. Be...
Well, I suppose at this point, the only thing left to do is collect our stuff and return to Brian. And there was also, where was it? Ah, yes, this thing. Actually, this presents an interesting question. Nah. I'm not going to be able to get a good look at the lab coat, am I? I could dump some stuff here to go get the package, but honestly we're going to keep moving back towards the front. I could have done this when I was going for Wilkes, couldn't I? The ants. I could have dumped some stuff here. But that was me not thinking clearly. But with us heading back, there's no point dropping stuff off. I'm going to have to swing back around to grab. That's the entire point, is we're leaving the subway. Talking, okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anything that's going to give me an indication of how to proceed forward. Let's just try again. Or I could just unlock the door this way. Not going to lie, though. No, not finding anything. Yes, I'm just farming it for XP. Wow, I actually got it really close with dangers. That's interesting. It's got to be daggers. Is there any decent lighting in here? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Let's see what Lesko's lab coat looks like. Much better for science. A Ripper might be a nice upgrade from what I'm currently using. Now, let us see here. What have we come across?
I'm only gonna ask you this one time. Give me the naughty nightwear.
I'm keeping it. I advise you back off before I get angry.
All right, all right. My mistake. It obviously belongs to you. Now, you just watch it, 'cause I won't be so nice next time.
Switch over to my regular armor. You are tougher than I thought you would be. Don't threaten me with a good time. And now I actually try to get out of here. Finally. Back to Brian. All that fun stuff. Yeah, I won't make you guys suffer. A long walk. Simply because we're getting tight on time. But I assure you, when I am heading back, when I am doing my sales run, I do not use this trick. I'm just doing it to make things easier on you guys. Yes, there is the route out. And I should actually just be able to go up through here. Back towards the entryway. Yep, my toolbox. Down there was the Brandis house, wasn't there? No, it's not that one. There's the diner, so it should be over here. And like I said, I'm just doing this to speed things along. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Well, we know what was in there. That's definitely going to be useful in the near future, or possibly, who knows.
It's kind of hard to breathe in this thing. It was so weird. All of a sudden, the ants went nuts and started fighting each other. It was like they were totally crazy. It was really scary, but kind of cool at the same time. You know what I mean?
I'm just glad you're safe.
I wish I had something to give you for all the work you did, but I never really had much to start with. I guess now you'll be on your way, and I'll have to try living here by myself. Hope you'll come back and visit someday.
I can't leave you here alone. Let me find a place for you to live.
Really? You mean it? Oh boy, thank you so much. I'll wait in my old house for you to come back. I need to bury my papa anyway. Just don't forget about me.
Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Papa always told me about my cousin Vera. She lives in some big giant ship somewhere or something. Papa called the place Rivet City, but I don't know where it is.
Alright.
I wish you could stay here with...
Did that not end the quest? Is the quest actually still active? Yeah! This quest is going to take a while to clear. That is weird. So just at some point I get a huge EXP bump for doing for this. Okay. Anyway, folks, that has been a great itch. Next time, I guess, will be Minefield. I have got a ton of junk to get rid of. And I'm thinking maybe I'll move it from the mini vault up to the cave, because the cave is right next to the Megaton. But before we end things, I just want to make sure that the 50-foot menace isn't lurking somewhere here before we do the outro. 'Cause like I said, and like you saw, she likes to hang out in this area. So far, so good. Anyway, what we're gonna do when we pick up next time we're gonna actually pick up here. Now if I run to some event along the way, that is where I will stop and we'll pick up from that event moving forward. But if there's nothing of note aside from just random, encounters on the road between these two places, then we will pick up somewhere outside Minefield. But yeah, still cautious about that 50-foot woman being around here somewhere, because she is stupidly tough. And I find it odd that either I somehow caused her to despawn or she got killed by something down here. And let's be honest, I don't think anything down here can kill her. I'll take a quick look, but I don't think we're going to see the corpse of a 50-foot woman over here. No, definitely not. So somehow I caused her to despawn. Or maybe I stepped through the door before she spawned. Maybe she spawned a few seconds later. And so she never actually spawned in this particular run. But that means she'll spawn somewhere else. Anyway, folks, I will see you all next time.